is the captain, is the legend, is the man, Son Heung-min. A lot of people, the narrative around Sonny, he's washed, he's done, he has no future anymore. Well, I think that is completely false. And I think he was used wrong under Ange Postecoglou. I think he got him running way too much and too much defensive duties. And I think if you use him and harness that ability that he does have, get him in the areas where he's dangerous, don't get him doing too much defensive work. Just look at what Mo Salah and Arne Slot, the conversation they had at the beginning of the season. I think Thomas Frank and Son need to have a similar conversation, a frank conversation, if you will. And I feel like if you get Sonny in those areas, if you don't get him running too much, if you don't get him doing that defensive work or consistent defensive work, getting him up and down the wings consistently, I think you're going to see a refreshed, revitalized and bang on it Son Heung-min, who's going to get a monstrous amounts of goal contributions next season.
Yeah, I think if he does stay, that's still a bit of a question mark, but the latest news is he's going to stay for next season. I think Son has still got so much to give. I think he's got so much to offer. If you look at, how Sade was played last season under Brentford, if he gets him in a similar role, I think it's going to be tailor-made to how Son wants to play. Get him involved in those transitions, get him into the box, get him scoring goals, get him closer to goal, get him in that Sonny zone, and he will fly. I think he can play 4-3-3. I even think maybe under Frank playing up front, like a bit like Wissa did, he could do that role as well to a better effect than playing up front, maybe how Ange had it. And also, if he used to change to a 5-3-2 and play a 2 up front with Son pairing him with a Solanke or a Richarlison, I think he would really thrive in that role as well. I think that could also be a role that he would relish. And I think, I can't remember too often we've actually had Son just up front with a strike partner. It's usually, kind of Ange had him dropping in as a 10 and things like that. But I think if he's up front alongside, I remember there was a few times Conte did it and he was brilliant. I remember that Liverpool game he played in a 3-5-2 next to Kane, and he was tearing them apart. And so I think we need to be doing more of that with Son on occasion, getting him in with a strike partner and getting him playing off someone. And I think you would see him really thrive. And I think Frank, he knows how to do that, and is more than capable of kind of setting up that way. So I think Son is going to, if he stays here, is going to have a much stronger season. I don't think this physical decline is as bad as people think it is. This guy keeps himself in amazing condition. There's reasons why his form dropped off. He was overplayed because of the injury crisis more often than not. And when he did play, he was playing, touchline winger, which isn't best suited to his capabilities. So I think Frank, getting him in different positions, also getting him more rotationally, so when he is playing, he's a lot fresher than he was last season as well, given his age, which I do think we're able to do with Tell there, more regularly, and Odeberg as well. So I think there's a lot of reasons to believe under Frank, this guy is going to fly.
Yeah, completely agree. So, I mean, the rumours are today that Son Heung-min will be staying at Spurs next season. We'll have to wait and see how that progresses. But if that is true and Son is staying, I think he can come on leaps and bounds to what he did show last season.